This episode is brought to you in partnership with Choose Chicago. Capture the excitement. Wow. Wow. You was ready for that.
It's Neo season, y'all.
It's like as soon as I turn the volume on,
I watched you do that.
Yeah, you was ready for it. Hey, y'all ready for this? This is a fitting song for this.
Oh.
Yeah. Y'all ready?
I see trees of
Green trees, y'all.
red roses.
Go ahead, Gabe.
He looked like he know that too.
Hey, y'all. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Y'all, this is going to be a very special episode. 77 Flavors of Chicago.
So romantic.
Y'all, get ready. We coming at you. 77 Flavors right now.
This is the podcast where we visit all 77 of Chicago's historic neighborhoods and discuss their heritage and taste the amazing food.
And if you know anything about us, we love two things, food and Chicago. So I can't wait to burn this gas money.
You ready?
Let's get it.
This is the 77 Flavors of Chicago, the podcast.
Hey. We back. And we back. Hey, who did that? Was that you?
I did not do that.
Okay, all right. I thought, was that you? Okay, all right.
I hated myself as soon as I did.
Yeah, I was about to say, because I know, I'm surprised you did that.
I know.
Yeah.
You look disappointed.
I am, because we do it every time, and I'm just like, I'm done doing it.
Hey, man,
But
whatever.
it's like, it's instinct at this
Hey,
point.
I do it. Hey. Y'all, new episode 77 Flavors of Chicago. Dario.
If you haven't guessed it, I'm Sarah.
And we back again with our besties of the podcast. Y'all like the Jazzy Jeff of this podcast. Byron Gabe, give it up one time for the boys.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, let me get it. Yeah, hey.
Shy Food Local.
Shy Food Local in the house.
Back again.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And if you've been listening to this podcast since the beginning, today we're doing Bronzeville, which is in Douglas.
Yes.
And they were our first guest.
First guest.
On the Douglas episode.
Yo.
Look at that.
So it was fitting. They had to come back. They had to come back for this one.
This is the remix.
It is. Low key, it is the remix.
The better version.
Go ahead, get
Yeah.
Yeah, we out here early. We out here early
sir.
with the coins.
How are you guys doing?
Yeah.
What's going on?
Can't complain, man. Same old, just out here getting this food. We doing around the world April, so we trying new cuisines every week, and it's been the best, honestly. Like everything we tried so far has blown my mind.
Fire.
Yeah. What's one place that kind of like stands out to you?
I feel like that's really hard to answer.
Because all of them stand out, but especially the two that I have on my mind is Don Pablo's, is it? Don Pablo's is in Uptown on Argyle Street, and it's Chilean food. They got some of the best empanadas I had ever in my life.
Really?
Yeah, and they huge. Like when you think of empanadas, they try to give you the little
the little baby joints.
Nah, it's not that. They giving you
Little baby
it's like the
joints.
size of a calzone. Like it's one of those like a
Really?
big empanada. Yeah, and then we went to this place called Lashett's Inn, which is authentic German food. You just go there and try the sausage platter.
you can't pause yourself before you say it.
Because man, I ain't gonna give nobody no way to just say like, oh, he was talking about sausages. No, not like that.
But it's okay if it was like that.
No. But
He said, but not me.
Yeah, not me. But yeah, if you like sausage in that way, we listen to you. But nah, this is an all-inclusive podcast. You know what I'm saying?
Byron.
Here we go.
Byron, now we got to issue a disclaimer at the beginning of this episode.
Here we go early. Look
I
at
tried to be good, y'all. I really did.
that's good. Y'all, how many restaurants y'all been to already, man?
That's Gabe. That's a Gabe question
That's a
because
Gabe
he's
question.
the type A in this relationship.
Yeah.
So combined, we're trying to do a count.
Okay.
But like my list is like 380, 390. And like, so us together, we're around like 450. We're trying to get to 500.
Okay, yeah, man, y'all on y'all way.
Oh yeah.
What's the estimate to 500?
How many?
How long? Next year sometime? Early next year?
Probably so. Maybe even probably by maybe February ish.
Yeah, because it's like 50 weeks.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
You need
and y'all
50
do
more
y'all do
weeks to
y'all do
it.
about two
2
sometimes 3. But yeah, if we going by 2 a week, yeah, it should take about that long.
But see, sometimes Myron does something that I don't do.
Okay.
So
gotcha.
So y'all can divide and conquer.
Exactly.
So y'all
Exactly.
can. Okay.
Yeah.
Good shit, man. Yeah, man, look, it's a lot of restaurants, y'all. If y'all listen to this podcast, you want to know how many restaurants here in the city.
Yeah.
We over. It's a lot. How many? How many?
It's a lot.
There's about 30,000 restaurants in Chicago.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Sure. And a bunch on the new Michelin guide.
Yes.
Yeah, man. That new Michelin guide.
The city is a place to eat.
Yeah, that new Michelin guy had three new entries into it, right?
I was surprised.
Four new entries.
I thought they was gonna be kind of stingy with giving them out, but they were like, they really giving them out. Like,
You know, it's a couple, and maybe I'm biased because we've been there, but there's a couple that should be on that Michelin because they was on the B side. You know what I mean, like the B list
On the Bib Gourmand.
Yeah, the Bib Gourmand. Yeah, you know, which not a bad thing at all to be on that, but you know, maybe I'm a little biased. You know what I mean?
Well,
but I feel like some of the ones should have been on.
It could be reviewed again.
Yeah, it's gonna have to. It's gonna have to be. I mean, like, because it's something like, especially when they put out the reviews, like the top brunch spots to go. You know what I mean? Like, you know, Gadabout got to be on there. You know, every single time. Gadabout it's got to be on there.
I agree.
And to me, like, because we do this now, you know what I mean? I'm like, I don't know, man. They never failed, and it's so
literally we've been there so many times.
So many times, man.
So good.
Like, of all the restaurants we've been to, we've been to that one the most. Like hands down. So I don't know. Maybe I'm vouching for Gadabout. You know, and Luella's.
Oh yeah, Luella's.
Yeah, Luella's.
Chef Darnell deserves the James Beard Award. He deserves all of them.
Didn't he get a James Beard?
I think he was in the running.
He's close to it.
If he got it.
Yeah, I mean, again, something else he should have won.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
100%. Because that food is
so good.
It's different. You know what I'm saying?
Different.
It is.
It manages to be different, but it don't stray too far away from like
what you know.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what he does really, really well is that he makes the stuff, and he like really is like meticulous in like how he makes it. Like, you know, just even down to the bread, like the detail in the bread, he cuts it himself so that it's not something that's identifiable from a store. You know what I mean? Like, so to me, when you're putting that kind of work
for
in,
the French toast,
when you putting that kind of work in, you deserve an award.
He's also like such a nice person.
Yeah, shout out to.
I mean, I guess you don't get awards for being nice, but
that's a damn truth. Because be positive. I mean, my little company's still trying to
get these awards.
We're trying to get the label off. You feel me? It's aftermath.
But what were your? Well, we like to sometimes share our highs and lows of the week.
Yeah.
What were some of your highs? Do you want to start off?
Yeah, I'll kick it off. You know, since this is a short week for us, and we held back some information because we knew we had this episode coming up. But shout out to the Chicago Defender for recognizing us in the paper and in their publication. We appreciate that.
Publication.
Yeah, we sat down with Danielle Sanders, who's the editor there at the Chicago Defender, and man, nice article on us.
Yeah, and a video you can watch.
And a video you can watch it. So go to the Chicago Defender. Honestly, just look up 77 Flavors of Chicago. Front page is all ass, except for that one restaurant that shut down. That one and got bad reviews.
Yeah,
got bad
not related.
Unrelated. But shout out to Clint, our boy Clint, who accidentally gave them a 5-star review. He
thought it was us.
He thought it was us. But literally, if you Google us, that's the first thing, and the whole rest of the page is us. Yeah. But anyway, that's how we. And then
what's your low?
I'll be honest. No lows if I'm being honest, no lows, because we also were mentioned by Secret Chicago as one of the top 10 podcasts, Chicago podcasts to listen to. Yeah. And so they put that out there.
Surprise. We didn't know that was coming.
We had no clue. We had no clue that was coming. How did we find? We got tagged. We got tagged in the post, and we were like, what? Where did this come from? And wow. It literally just went up. You know what I mean? Like, so so good week. Good week. So
yeah.
What about you guys? Peaks?
You know, I would say the peak is probably just life in general, man. I can't complain about that. The low is the weather.
Yeah.
And I hate to be that guy. Like, let's talk about but no, like it really. I mean, for this time of the year, this is ridiculous.
It snowed today,
and was sunny,
and rain.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That the rain is the snow is the weather kind of low. You know, because it's supposed to be 70.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay, that's enough weather talk. Okay.
I mean, the peaks are always just the good food and the good company.
Hey,
you know
talk
what
that talk.
Good people, good food, good city.
Hey, we did have a little Chicago content creator hangout.
That was great.
That was fun. That was fun.
We did.
Yeah, there was a lot of
We
people.
met a
there.
bunch of really dope people while doing this podcast, and we thought maybe they should meet each other.
Let's get together and kick
So,
it.
I think one of my highs for this week is, it's not really this week, but I want to mention it now because we're about 2 weeks away from the event. But on May 7th, we were asked to moderate.
Yeah, we hosted.
right?
Yeah, that's most
right.
hosted.
I guess, yeah. Chef Kwame, and he's doing an event with the Chicago Humanities, the UIC Forum, and we're going to be there on stage hosting with him, hosting him, asking him questions. And the tickets are on sale right now for that event. If you guys want to check it out, if you want to come to the event, Also, if you're nice enough to us, you can DM us and maybe we can get you a ticket.
Yeah, right.
But
right,
if
honestly,
you're interested in going,
yeah.
But yeah, it should be a really fun one, and I'm like really, really excited. We got a quick little sneak peek of his upcoming cookbook, so we can ask some questions about it, and it's been really, it's really good.
It's really dope how you did it, man. It's really dope how you did it. I mean, this is the first kind of like backdoor access that we didn't have to something like this, so this is kind of dope to kind of to see. And just briefly, we read the story. Now I remember reading how his grandma influenced him. You know how I get about grandmas.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like my grandma was like near and dear to my heart. So
all of us,
all of us. You know what I mean? Like you know, I'll be. You know what I mean?
That?
Man.
Literally. The other day we were watching Real Housewives of New Jersey, and they were talking about their grandma and grandpa, and they're selling their house anyway. Regardless, and I look at Dario and I was like, I miss my grandma, and I was like, you want to cry together? And he goes, no. I was like, damn.
You know, I'm like,
damn. I was crying.
Hey, I ain't got. I'll be crying. My eyes be hurting crying on my grandmama. My grandma, big mama, Miss Jackson. You know, like, hey, grandma didn't play. Well, she was. She's a real one. She was a real one. But that was a lot of good shit going on. You know what I do. You know what I do. If you're listening to this, and it's before, we'll give you a week after this podcast airs. You know, 2 weeks after this podcast airs. 2 weeks. First 5 people. DM us if you want to come see us because this is also going to air as a podcast too later, a special episode. So if you want to come check us out live, man, just DM us and we'll put you down. First 5 people, we get you some tickets, you know, to come see us.
If you've been hating in the comments, don't DM.
Nobody worried about that.
Yeah, because we are researching the names. No.
Like, nah, you was talking a little too crazy.
Is this you? You know, okay. I want to jump into the episode because someone's gonna be like, they didn't get to the point, but I had all these inside jokes. But I was actually listening to a podcast today, and they were saying how they like just stopped reading comments. Like they just
I mean, you shouldn't read
like you get like 50 good ones, and then you get one bad one, and you're like, let's fixate.
Yeah, you can't listen to the comments, man.
Anyway, let's get do the rainbow.
Do the rainbow. Well, y'all, she said do it. But y'all ready to get into it?
Yeah.
Y'all fellas know how to get down with this. Here we go.
There you go. That's the one.
Hey, that's the rainbow. I hope it don't chop up, man, because like I don't know if you've seen, but I do like the little thing if you watch it.
Oh yeah.
It chops up. It's crazy. It put a hex on Sarah the last time.
You know, it does.
If y'all look at that video that we clipped, because we didn't realize till after it's over. soon as it's finished, Sarah goes like this.
I know, that's why you said it put a hex on me.
But I didn't realize you actually did that until after it was posted.
I was dying laughing watching that video. I was like, what was that?
You know,
it's we out here, y'all. Y'all, if you haven't told by the title, if you haven't paid attention, I don't know, what am I trying to say? Look, if you haven't figured it out, we talk about Bronzeville. We talk about Bronzeville, and Bronzeville is a neighborhood inside the Douglas episode, which we said, community area number 35, South Side. This is the third time we're doing like a deeper dive into neighborhood. And let me tell you, I'm in love with Bronzeville. I'm in love with doing the research on this. I've had a huge infatuation with Egypt, and like all the history there and things like that. And to me, this is Chicago's Egypt right here. This is the land of pharaohs to me. You know what I mean? Like this is kings and queens. You know what I'm saying? And I had just a wonderful time talking about it, like researching it even more than what I already knew. But we're gonna get into it. It is, like I said, it's in Douglas, and it is the center of Black life culture on the South Side. This is the Mecca. You know what I mean? Like, as a matter of fact, y'all, this is Black metropolis, and this forms Chicago's Black Belt, and where honestly, a lot of things started here. Black people came here. The Great Migration, 6 million Black folks came here. Y'all remember that kind of information. How did it get its name, though? How did it get its name? We talked about this the first time. Click the little link in the corner here, and you can
on YouTube.
If you're on YouTube, or just go down to the Douglas episodes and listen to it again. But James Gentry, he was a theater editor for the Chicago Bee, which was a weekly publication newspaper from 1925 to 1947. He named it Bronzeville in 1930 because of the skin color of Black people. We were bronze, like strong statues. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, look at me, call me bronze, nigga. I'm bronze. You know what I mean? Like, I'm checking that off on the application.
Yeah.
You know the little line where they say other? Bronze. Bronze.
Gotta respect it.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I respect that, But like I said, the Black migration, the Great Migration.
That's what it was in other terms.
I'm not lying. The Great Migration was from 1916 to 1970, where 6 million Black folks left the South after the Civil War, came up to the North, and started making a living up in the North. Chicago's, of course, one of the main places where they came. You think about that. They have the Great Migration going from 1916 to 1970. Like that's not that far off. Like that's crazy to think that we were still migrating, and honestly, probably still migrating now. You know what I mean? Not in the numbers that they were doing. 6 million people over the span of almost 60 years.
Yeah.
Look at you. You like, do that math, my guy.
Pretty sure it's 54.
It is 54. It is 54. I said almost 60.
You said almost 70.
I quickly corrected myself. Trying to do me.
I'm out here.
You are. You got to shoot out here? I mean, like, what's going on? What's going on? Like I said, this is the Mecca of Black culture and Black history. And what I mean by that, a lot of civil rights, jazz, blues, gospel, entertainment was huge in this area. And this is why I say this is like Egypt, because if you uncover a lot of things here, there's a shit ton of history. A lot of the buildings are still up that were people went and we played Louis Armstrong at the very beginning here. He was up here, making a living, you know what I mean, in and out of Pearls, you know what I'm saying, Sunset Cafe, there's a lot of people came through here, and that's why it's called the Mecca. But I want to go a little bit deeper, because
that's what she said.
Wow, I can't believe I didn't catch that.
Because the people do make up Bronzeville, and what I mean by that is I'm gonna start with the Chicago Defender. I'm gonna start there, and you'll see why I kind of start there, because the Chicago Defender is for the people, by the people, in a sense. It started in 1905, and it really catered to the interests in the culture of Black people, kind of like what we want to hear. You know what I mean? Like, it's cut all the little fluff out. You know what I mean? And because honestly, you listen to the news that ain't about you. You know what I mean? What good is it? You know what I mean? So the Defender, the Defender was started. And check this out. Here's something that was really interesting about the Chicago Defender. In 2014, it was recognized nationally as the second most widely read and best African American newspaper by the Nielsen and Essence survey.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. When you think about the Chicago Defender.
That's crazy.
It is. I mean, because I think a lot of people here in Chicago don't really even hype up and talk about the Chicago Defender. You know what I mean? Like, I know what it is, and like, it's an honor to me to even be in the Chicago Defender as a black person. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that right there is a highlight. But when you think about it, you know, we like sweep some shit under the rug, but that shit is recognized nationally. You know what I mean? As one of the best.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Like, that's crazy.
That's insane. I guess I didn't realize, like, I've heard of the Chicago Defender and I knew kind of what it was, but I didn't realize it was that big of a deal countrywide. I didn't know that. That's crazy. That's insane.
To be recognized second. Like, that's absolutely insane. When you think about also Bronzeville, Bronzeville as a whole is only, you know, second to like black culture, second to New York, Harlem.
Right.
You know, like Harlem is the only other like neighborhood in the country that is like as big as our Bronzeville.
Yeah.
And you remember we went to New York.
Right.
You know, what did we say? And we didn't even know this stat, you know, but we vibed out.
Yeah.
We walked down and just so happened to walk into Harlem Day. You know, like their festival.
Right.
And we just were chilling there.
That was a really fun. That was a really fun day. We walked all through because we walked to Hamilton's house.
Yeah.
And then we walked down that like hill.
Yeah.
To the fest.
Crazy. You know what I mean? Like, and we like vibed out. So like, it's no wonder we vibed out there. You know what I mean? Just, we love it here. You know what I mean? Like, exactly. You know, we love it here. So it makes sense. Now here's the thing. Here's something interesting. Now, obviously it was celebrated by black people, right? The Chicago Defender. And this is why I wanted to start here, because remember James Gentry, who worked for the Chicago Bee, he named it Bronzeville. He left the Chicago Bee in 1932, 2 years after he named it Bronzeville, and went to the Chicago Defender because he had an idea to come up for marketing promotion to call to name a mayor of Bronzeville. That's how big this was, right? Wow. You know, like he had a promotion, a competition to have, you know, some of the elite that were here call him the mayor of Bronzeville, right? Chicago Bee didn't mess with that. They were like, nah, we don't like that idea. So he up and left, right? He up and left and went to the Defender. And of course the Defender was like, hell yeah, that's a good ass idea. So they went with it, and they started getting people, like the names were just flocking to it. And some of the names that flocked to it, Thomas Dorsey. I don't know if you all know who Thomas Dorsey is, but Thomas Dorsey is who was a mentor to Mahalia Jackson when the movement with gospel started. So he was like you know, if she's the godmother of gospel, he's the godfather. You know what I mean? So he was like, oh hell yeah, let me put my name in the hat, be a contestant, you know, to be you know, mayor of Chicago, mayor of Bronzeville. It went over well. Long story short, it went over well, and it still, in a sense, runs now. You know what I mean? Like, still runs now. I was looking to see who's the mayor of Bronzeville now, but far back as I can go is like 2014. I think 2014, 16, right in around that area. They were still, you know, doing it. It was publication about it. But significance of that is it was the second biggest promotion that they've ever had, second to the Bud Billiken Parade.
Okay. Yeah. Nah, that's crazy.
Yeah. You know, like, ain't that crazy?
Wow.
That's wild.
Yeah. So when you think about and like, again, this is why I took the Chicago Defender as a starting point. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, for this kind of topic about Bronzeville, because it literally is just like trying to highlight how great these people are in the in that part of town. You know what I mean? Like in the South Side, and why that's the Mecca. You know, and when we talk about people, it's the who's who of like Chicago. I'm talking about like history, man. Like this list, you know, we said there was another neighborhood community area that we listed off a bunch of people from, and I was like, damn, this is a pretty heavy list. Yeah. You know, I just, no disrespect, but I forgot Douglas when we went through Douglas the first time. We named off some names. Let's run it back for y'all, man. Ida B. Wells. If you started with Ida B. Wells, I'm sorry, you won. You know what I mean? you take the cake right there. If y'all don't know who Ida B. Wells is, she was a civil rights activist. She's a journalist and the co-founder of the NAACP. So yeah. So you know, if we got to start in 5, you know what I mean?
I didn't know the last part. That's crazy. What?
Yeah, bro.
I see why you named her first.
You know, you got to.
I see you, Ida.
You know what I'm saying? Man, look. And then I'm gonna get back to it because we're not done talking about, like, we got this is dope, man. Here's power forward number 2, Bessie Coleman, first black woman to receive her pilot's license.
Wow.
Yeah, 1921. Okay. Number 3, I mean, if this might be the center, I don't know. Well, you know, whoever keeping score. Gwendolyn Brooks, Pulitzer Prize winner for poetry, May 1st, 1950. First black woman, first black to win a Pulitzer Prize.
Wow.
Yeah, that's who you coming out the gate with. After that, Minnie Riperton, Sam Cooke, Lou Rawls, Louis Armstrong, Nat King Cole, Mahalia Jackson. Come on,
Casual list.
just a casual list. You know what I'm saying? Like when you think about it, like these people like made up the black metropolis. That's why it's called black. Everybody was superheroes down there.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you ever get like you know, these games, a lot of the video games now, you can have your My Team, you know, you put all the best players. This is what this is.
Yeah.
Like this is, if you're going to start a city, give me all them
Right.
and we'll fill in the rest.
That's crazy. Imagine like being in Bronzeville at that time and you
Right.
like have those people accessible. Like you could go see Mahalia Jackson sing or see like Louis Armstrong play. That's crazy.
That is like, so I was thinking about that earlier. I was like, what would it have been like to just
I
live?
can't even imagine.
You know,
man.
You know what I mean? Like, of all the places in Chicago, I don't think there's no place like in history, like of our history, where I would have wanted to be. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
even just living down there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like just to live in it. And look, y'all, I intentionally this time left out some of the negative stuff. If you want to hear it, look, white flight was relevant down there. It was prevalent down there. You know what I mean? Like people just picked up and left. You know what I mean? Like they didn't want to, once the black migration started happening, they didn't want to be around black folks. We could talk about that if we want to, but there's so many other great things like in this part of town that is so dope that like overshadow all that, man. Like it's just amazing to me. So like you said, man, like I wouldn't even know what to do. Like how do you bar hop?
You go to every single one until because you bound to find something to do while
Bro, what you gonna do if Minnie Riperton is on stage in one place and then you like, yo, I'm trying to see Nat King Cole. Prime Nat King Cole.
You gotta peek up and like, dang, Minnie would be snapping, but like, I know Nat got a good set.
You know what I'm saying? Like how could you like and then all of a sudden when you be like, all right, man, I think I can make it. I think I can make it to Nat King Cole. And then all of a sudden they be like, yo, Louis Armstrong in the building. What you supposed to do?
Dang, I can't even leave now.
I can't
Boy,
even
I'm
leave.
being there doing the meanest Charleston.
You know
boy, I'm finna
You said you about to be up in there,
be my little zoot suit. I'm finna be in there going crazy.
Boy, and you talk about, and we mentioned Pearls. You know, that was Pearls place was the place
It's
to
like
be.
where everyone performed.
Yeah, that was where everybody. Come on,
That's insane.
that's insane.
That is crazy.
Yeah, this
And
is
the fact that it's still there, like you could still
Right.
go to it.
yeah. I mean, like it was crazy because like I went and took all the footage and everything, and I'm just sitting here and I'm just going through like knowing what I know, and I'm like, man, like what a time to be alive. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then like Ida B. Wells is just chilling there. But I mean, like Bessie Coleman is you know.
Crazy.
Like she come in celebrate. Yo, man, here's my pilot license. Come, what? Like
I mean, these people weren't alive at the same time. But,
I know, but like,
or were they?
I mean, they crossed over. Some of them, you know what I mean. But just in general, though, I mean, like at any given point, you know, from 1916,
I think literally like from probably from like post Great Depression through the 60s.
Yeah.
Or maybe even into the early 70s, it probably would have been
lit,
crazy to
just
be
lit,
there.
just lit.
Like that, a Friday or Saturday night in a Bronzeville is probably you probably can't compare anything modern to it because
I would definitely be like, I'd have definitely been like an activist socialist type. You know what I mean?
I mean, you would have had to just to be in the social circle.
Smoking cigarettes.
You know what I'm saying?
in a basement.
You know what I'm saying?
You know, listening to music. That definitely would have been the vibe.
Would. And so that's just some of the people we talk about. I didn't even talk about. I'm about to get into the historical sites because this all ties in, and there's a method to the madness. This is why I'm kind of going this order. So some of the historical sites, and we talked about last time. We got the Robert W. Rolson houses, which is the only row homes ever built by Frank Lloyd Wright. right over there in Bronzeville.
Yeah, I remember saying that.
You know, like that was dope. That was dope. It's right across the street from school. You just look at them like, damn, like this crazy. The only ones he ever did. The monument to the Great Migration it literally welcomes you as you come from the north side of into Bronzeville from the north. It's a dope ass sculpture. I got it on the screen here. What it is a guy in a suit that has the suit is made of the souls of thousands of people that migrated from the south. And if you ever notice that statue, he's waving, he's facing north because he's welcoming his new home, and he's holding a briefcase. And if you look at the statue, around the statue are other suitcases from all the other folks that are you black folks that making their way up. Just dope.
That literally
just dope, y'all.
Yeah,
you got to go out there and see it. And then if you look at it, they have this thing called down in Bronzeville called the Bronzeville Walk of Fame, and it stretches blocks. It's 95 plaques in the sidewalks from 95th all the way to 31st. But you can see. But so if you're at the statue looking at the Great Migration Monument, right there is the first one, so to say, in the ground right there, and it shows you, hey, look, this is what it is, and this is like our own Walk of Fame right here.
Wow.
That doesn't just expand. This doesn't span a certain, like section. The whole, the whole damn Bronzeville. You know what I'm saying? Just dope. We continue. So there's more to it, but there are 9 landmarks that are in Bronzeville, and they go like this: Overton Hygienic Building, which was the place that had a lot of black hair products. That was significant. Matter of fact, what's his name? James Gentry's boss from the Chicago Bee worked there before he went to the Chicago Bee. Wow. And handled that building.
That's crazy.
Unreal. The Chicago Bee building, which of course we talked about. Wabash Avenue, YMCA, which was one of the first. And remember somebody tried to check us on it again. I'm just reading what I see here. It's one of the first primarily black YMCAs in the nation. So that is a national, a Chicago landmark. The Chicago Defender Building, Unity Hall, 8th Regiment Armory Building, Sunset Cafe. Now here's the thing about Sunset Cafe, which again, what a time to be alive, y'all, man. It was a jazz club from 1917 to 1928, and it was the emergence of bebop.
Oh, wow, man.
Yeah, it was the emergence of bebop in America, right there at Sunset Cafe. It was one of the rare integrated clubs, okay? And they called it Black and Tan Club because, but not only blacks, but blacks and other people of other races can go there. And there you go, tan. Peanut and butter, they can mingle with white folks, so that was kind of the beauty of that club. Now here's something personal with it. We were in the Art Institute. Shout out to Aaron, for helping us out with that. But we were in an Art Institute, and I was fixated on this one picture. When you go to the American Gallery, I was fixated on this one picture, and I don't know where. I just stopped. For all the pictures that I have, I took my camera. I was like, damn, this one is dope. And there's a picture of people dancing and like all bunch of races in there, black, white, Hispanic, look like, I don't know the colors, but it was mixed.
Tan.
And I was tan, black and tan. I was like, damn, this is cold. And then I did the research on this, and I was like, wait, I was looking at the picture of the dude that drew that was talking about the Sunset Cafe.
Oh,
literally.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you can go see it in the Art Institute.
It's sitting right there in the Art Institute.
Actually, I think if I'm not wrong, that artist has other pictures in that same room of like depicting similar things. Yes. A lot of it is in Bronzeville. There's like an image of a woman in bed with like her children or something, right? Remember?
Yep.
But yeah, that room has a bunch of Chicago artists.
Yeah.
Okay. It's pretty dope.
Yeah. The Victory Monument which is right there on King Drive, right across the street from Yasa. Yeah. Right across the street from Yasa. Actually, in the middle. And that's a monument to, it's a basically the end of the Civil War. I mean, World War I, when the war was almost over. They were one of the last regiments to go in and finish off the job. You know what I mean? Like, so there's a monument right there with all the names listed. Picture, of course, on the screen of all those right there. So that is a Chicago landmark. The Supreme Life Building. And y'all probably like, damn, all these buildings? Yes. Yes. Supreme Life Building. Here's something about this. This was originally known as the Liberty Life Insurance Company. And here's something great. It was the first black-owned insurance company in the northern U.S. Wow. Come on. Like, Chicago, you can't tell me Chicago great. You're not great, man. You can't.
It's too much stuff in one place, man. Yeah. You can't deny it.
And all of this is in one neighborhood.
Just one. This just one neighborhood, y'all. Like on the south side. Look, I would put this up there with any other neighborhood and be like, let's literally, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, when you listing it all, I'm like, what compares really?
Yeah.
Other than Harlem, that's probably the only one you could talk
That's
about.
the only one.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's technically it is.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? I got one more right hook for you, man. So get this. The Southside Community Arts Center, okay? Do y'all know the significance of that? Anybody? I'm going to give the people listening some time. 1, 2, here we go. It is the first. I gave time. I gave y'all time. Yeah. It was the first black art museum in America.
Wow.
Come on.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Do you know when it opened?
I do not. I should have. I looked it up.
Okay,
you can.
okay.
Yeah. But look, y'all. Here's the sad part about that. I don't know when it opened, but like, it probably wasn't as late as we think. You know what I mean? It's very possible because the black culture is celebrated. You know what I mean? Like, so, but right here on the south side.
That just makes me think that when I'm like out in the neighborhood, I need to really like, if I see something that I feel like that looks significant, or even something that like may have those like little plaques on it and stuff, just start reading it more, because I'm like, you walking through like actual history every day.
Through history.
Yeah.
You're walking through history.
Yeah.
I mean, now I guess I had one more haymaker for you. Of those 9, 6 of those are national historic places on the Registry of National Historic Places.
Wow.
Yes, and the 6 are the Overton Hygienic Building, the Chicago Bee Building, that Wabash Avenue YMCA that somebody tried to check me on last time. That is a national. Unity Hall, 8th Regiment Armory, and the Victory Monument are all in the National Registry of Historic Places here in America.
Wow.
Yeah. So if you look, what basically we do this podcast because it was date night. I don't want to lie to the people and be like, we came in with this idea. But now that we have the ear of the people, the job is to get people to go out here and see how dope Chicago is. Thanks. And change the stigma of what's going on, like what you see and what you hear about the South Side, man, the West Side. These places are great. These are some great ass places. We just went through an all-star list of people. We just went through 9 Chicago landmarks, 6 on the registry. And I know that the Frank Lloyd Wright houses are. So it's 7. What I mean? Like, so I just listed off a whole bunch of things. So next time you come to Chicago, I pray to God you listen to this podcast for many reasons, but just take the time to be like, yo, let me go visit some of these places, man. And I didn't even tell you that Ida B. Wells' house, and I have a picture right here. Yeah. Ida B. Wells' house is right here.
That's crazy.
Also, the Ida B. Wells monument, also pictured, is right down the street, like a couple blocks down from her. And that monument is fantastic. It's a monument to her. It has a flame 3 pillars that it stands on, and each monument has her story and what she did on it.
Wow.
Y'all.
Also, the museum opened in 1940.
So what I tell you? I told you.
The art museum.
Yeah,
Okay.
the army. So that 1940, you'd be like, oh, that was 40s. We talk.
it's not that long
Yeah, it's not
ago.
that long ago. We talking about things from
Your
the.
grandparents were alive.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like
Or maybe still are.
Yeah, right. Yeah, hopefully. You know.
Not your grandparents.
You know.
Inside
Not
joke.
your granny.
You know. Yeah. So y'all, man, there's a wealth of history right there. The other thing about the Sunset Cafe, this one was probably the dopest. It changed its name also, but I had it pictured. I put the picture up again. The cool thing about the cafe, because the cafe isn't there anymore, but the building is still there. And if you look at adjacent, they have the plaque on the wall, and right out front is another little plaque, colorful plaque on the sidewalk right there with 2 QR codes, so you can scan and learn some more, research some more about it. So, all you got to do is take the time to look. Just open your eyes, like you said, Barbara. Just start reading these plaques. If you see them, read these plaques, man. You know what I mean? Like on Monday's episode, we were at a house that was from 1833, the oldest building in Chicago.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, so, y'all, man, Chicago's great, man. Every part of it. I don't care what you say. I'll take that to the grave with me. There's one more thing that I want to talk to you about. Then we can get with the food. So Invest Southwest, this is one of the 10 areas that Lori Lightfoot is working on. And Bronzeville, the winning development project was the Legacy District. It's $19.2 million joint venture. Wow, look, LG Development is part of it. It's planned for 0.6 acres of vacant city-owned land on the southwest corner of 47th Street in Vincennes. The proposed project will create 6-story building containing 12,000 square feet of commercial space and 25 mixed-income residential units. The project will create 174 permanent jobs and 140 construction jobs. So, Bronzeville is on the up and
Out
up.
here.
Again, it's about to be Black Metropolis Part 2.
That's
you know what I
gonna be
mean?
lit. I can't wait, man. I can't wait to show up and do the Charleston like I
You
said
know what I'm
earlier.
saying?
They're gonna be like, wrong decade, bro.
You know what?
I'm gonna be like,
Man,
wait, my thing.
Hey man, don't make me go get a zoot suit, boy. Hey,
man.
we bring it back.
We're gonna be scatting.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Doing the hand bone and shit.
Yeah.
Not
the ham
Oh man, y'all, man, that's Bronzeville, man. Man, shout out to Choose Chicago, man. Hey, look, I'm sorry, man. You got to choose Chicago. I'm sorry. This is we top. I don't care what that damn population thing say, man. We the best, period.
Yeah.
Like it is. It's just the GOAT, man.
And when you come check out the history in Bronzeville, make sure you eat.
Ooh, oh yeah.
Eats out there are amazing.
Speaking of eat,
look at the segue. Y'all,
we'll be right back.
We gonna be right back.
We'll make this little money.
Money. Here you go.
So sometimes life does that.
Yeah.
We're back.
Yeah.
This portion of the podcast is brought to you in collaboration from Choose Chicago. We out here capturing the excitement. Hey.
Yeah. That was a lot of filler words.
Yeah, that was.
I'm just trying to hit all the points.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm just messing with you.
all of them. Somebody gonna email me like, you did not say that correctly.
You ain't say it right.
Okay, they're not gonna approve this episode anyway. We're obviously in Bronzeville, and we stopped by a place that Daria and I have only been there once together during the pandemic, and it was curbside pickup. But when we went like 2 years ago, the line was like the longest ever.
Yeah,
people were waiting to pick up. It's Fry Style.
Hey.
FRII style.
Yeah.
Which threw me off. I was like,
freestyle?
Freestyle?
Because that's what they playing off of. You know,
I know.
Freestyle, fry style.
I was wondering if I was saying it wrong because I'm like, are they saying it like freestyle like because it's freets or fry style because it's fries? I don't know. It could be either way.
I'm gonna go fry style just because it's got the fries.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But Freestyle is cold though,
Yeah.
because they freestyling the food.
Get it?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I mess with it. Look at me censoring myself.
I mess with it.
You went crazy a little bit earlier, but
I did. I mess with it.
Boy, is that food good too.
Yeah.
Man.
it is so good.
Yeah, man. It's really good.
So when you walk in, the place is pretty small. I think it's like 3 tables that probably fit 8,
10. Because
10 people. 10 people. So it's mostly to go, right? You could sit and eat. We sat down there and ate there, but you can leave. It's a pretty concise menu, which I love that.
Yep.
And everything is like super filling. We'll talk about what we got, but it's very, I don't know, it's in a part of Bronzeville that has a lot of like these fun different kinds of foods. It's right by Boxville.
Boxville is fantastic.
Which is where Hot Dog Box started.
Shout out to Hot Dog Box.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so they have a lot of these like and it's right on the corner is the business incubator in Bronzeville. So
Dope.
it just feels like a really fun, creative block.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it makes sense that Fry Style is right there.
Honestly,
you
definitely
know?
fits the neighborhood.
Fits the vibe
of the neighborhood. Yeah.
Fist
Fits the vibe.
No.
Slow down.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Fits-
slow down. Slow down.
Fits the vibe.
Calm down.
Anyway, Gabe, what did you get?
The lobster frites.
And what was that? What did you have on it? Well, actually, I could tell you what you had on it. 'Cause you probably don't remember. Do you?
It was like, I think there was like peppers in there.
Mm-hmm.
And
You got peppers in there?
Yeah, so it's
Yeah.
celery, red peppers, lobster sautéed in a butter sauce, Old Bay aioli,
Oh, okay. They
scallions
went crazy.
served on a bed of fresh fries.
Man, look.
that aioli was.
Yeah, it's got
Fire.
It's got Old Bay. You know how I go crazy on Old Bay.
I know you do.
Yeah, Old Bay different. I put you on Old Bay.
You did.
Yeah. I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Old Baby snapping, but that's like an all-purpose season. You can put
It
that on
is.
damn anything.
Anything.
Yeah.
Anything. Y'all, you know what I mean? Y'all, by y'all I mean the fair skinned people.
Oh,
y'all
yeah.
The Pharaoh.
y'all go ahead. Y'all go ahead and get you some Old Bay.
Yeah.
Why you had to get you some slap your mama too?
All of that.
Yeah.
You know,
Just,
we
step
overseason
into
our
the
food.
seasoning aisle.
Yeah. Slap your mama, Tony Shasheries or whatever.
Oh,
his
yeah.
name
Really
is.
just like pepper,
Yeah.
No,
All of that.
smoked paprika,
smoke
some
pepper,
like,
just anything.
minced garlic.
Y'all can hit catches on the stand up comedy set. We talk more in detail
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah.
But no, I bet you that aioli was good.
It was.
Yeah.
Well, we ordered a bunch of things, but I ordered a couple of the sauces. I got jerk ranch, jerk barbecue, and a dill aioli.
Yeah.
Fire. Also, if you're bougie and you say I don't eat mayonnaise, but I eat aioli, it's the same shit. Okay.
It is.
If you eat aioli, you eat mayonnaise.
I don't eat the dill aioli.
Why? You've
Um,
never even had dill aioli.
But I've had dill. You
You
know
don't
what I
like
mean?
dill.
You know what I mean?
You don't like dill.
I mean,
You do because I've like made food with dill before and you like it.
I mean, here's the thing.
You're thinking of like a pickle.
Yeah. I am.
That's not what it is.
But it's the flavor of that. I've had the potato chips, with dill.
Yeah,
Right.
You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
But that's like a fake dill, I guess.
I don't know. I'm not saying I don't like it, but it's like if I don't have to, you know what I mean? That was the weakest of the one I'm saying. To me.
You didn't even try it.
Because I didn't have to.
Why would you say it was the weakest?
Y'all know your boy. I got good taste.
Yeah, I ain't gonna even rag on his taste anymore. I'm gonna just keep letting him do his thing,
He
man.
said
He said
it's the
off
weakest.
look.
Oh, Hey, look, I do it. Hey, look, man, you don't need that.
It's
Look,
literally your job to try these things.
I mean, you did it. You can tell me about it.
That's what you're here for.
Yeah, you know, Ellie, you oop. You know what I mean?
Wow. Byron, what did you get?
So I got the chicken Alfredo frites, and I'm gonna tell you, man, that Alfredo sauce by itself, like if they actually use that on pasta,
Yeah.
I would be more inclined to eat
Yeah.
Alfredo, chicken Alfredo. All the
Really?
time.
You don't eat Alfredo chicken?
Not
pasta?
as much. Like
You
I'll
either
eat-
Gabe?
No.
Damn.
I've had good Alfredo before, but to me, Alfredo, I associate that with like a meal somebody give you when they not trying. They just want to like
Really?
Yeah, they like I'm gonna make you a chicken Alfredo. It's like okay,
because you're thinking like the sauce from the bottle.
yeah. And to me, I'm like,
Really?
don't insult me like that. So I would rather not. But that sauce was good.
Yeah.
And the chicken they had came with Parmesan cheese. The chicken was actually good. Like the little chicken bits. I was like, oh,
A little char to it.
Yeah,
Because
I
it's
was like,
grilled chicken. Yeah.
Okay.
yeah, I'm thinking they could have just gave me, some little canned chicken, throw it in there. I would have ate it.
You see, you want the Campbell soup chicken?
I thought that's what they was going to do. I didn't think they was going to give me like complex chicken flavor. I was like, oh, okay.
The diced chicken. You want the diced chicken in your shit?
Diced chicken. I'm like, I'll take it. But they really gave me like some good chicken. So
Wow. This shit $12. If it came with a canned Campbell's chicken cream of chicken soup on top,
yeah,
You thought he was
I'd be
gonna get his shit better.
yeah, no, all of these fries are very good. Like, for it to just be like literally fries and then whatever like ingredients, they really like put their effort into it.
Yeah. Also, don't think it's like a little basket of fries. It's like a whole thing of like it's very filling. You won't be able to finish. Well, we couldn't finish it because we ordered 3 different kinds, but even one of them is a lot.
Shit ton.
Unless you're really hungry.
To your point, if you were to separate the entree from the fries,
It's still
both of them individually is a lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I don't know if I could eat that much chicken Alfredo by itself. You know what I mean?
I don't
Like,
think so either.
like so, which is a good thing. I'm not mad because I feel like you get your money's worth. You know what I mean? Like, because you really got 4 meals if you do leftovers.
Right.
Think about that. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because they 2 individually.
Yeah.
And they good. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like you said, we had the Alfredo too.
Yeah.
That shit was. I'm surprised that y'all don't like I mess with Alfredo like that.
I don't want to give you the impression I don't like it. It's one of the meals where it's
the
like
most basic.
it's most
sauce.
basic.
Is it basic?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, like you
I don't know
ever
nothing.
you ever had somebody tell you like, oh yeah, like I can cook, I'm gonna cook for you, and then
then they come with
chicken
Alfredo?
be like, oh, we got
I'd be
another
like, you should
Alfredo warrior.
This shit
or whatever.
ragu, isn't it?
Damn.
Yeah,
It's Prego.
Meanwhile, I'm up here tucking my napkin in my shirt, thinking I got a good ass meal. I'm
He's
like,
like, Alfredo, you
yeah,
shouldn't
damn.
have.
Boy, if you ain't eating white sauce like that, you ain't doing it with
I mean, I feel like white sauce and Alfredo are, in my mind, they're 2 different things. Maybe I'm just.
Well,
I'm with the money. I call it white sauce too.
Yeah, I mean, that's what it is. I
But
mean,
she's
shit.
the more, she know the distinctions.
Yeah.
Let's see
Chef.
what's the difference between.
White sauce and
So
Alfredo.
it says traditional Alfredo is a simple white cream sauce. It's
See?
made from butter, heavy cream, and Parmesan cheese.
Oh.
that is basic.
That's
But I mean, like,
Alfredo
it's-
sauce. But I'm thinking like there's so many different ways to make like a creamy pasta.
I was about to say because they doing something different here,
Yeah.
fry style.
Fry style.
They doing something different because like it just hit.
It could very well be like a basic bechamel sauce, which is
Okay.
just
That's your man.
well, it could be like a roux.
Okay. Okay.
He said that did not sound basic.
Yeah, I'm like
The
shit.
further away you get from Hennessy, Dario is confused. Like she said bechamel. He said, "Hold on, programming." He was like, "Uh oh," he broke down almost.
I was like, bechamel, okay. Yo, I'm getting turned on. Shit, girl, get that bechamel tonight. You know?
Oh my god!
All right, let's rephrase that. That butter, flour, milk.
Okay. Yeah,
Combo?
that don't hit the same.
Yeah. It could be just that, and then it's like seasoned. It's like the base white sauce.
Yeah, because I mean, obviously they do something different.
Of
You know what I mean?
course.
Like, but whatever they doing is working because, like,
really
first
good.
of all, to have lobster, with
Yeah.
French fries at the same time, you know what I mean? Like, you really pushing the boundaries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do y'all think the salt from the fries is like really helping it out too?
Salt.
Yeah, the fries season.
Yeah, for
Probably
sure.
so.
Because like it's very distinct. Like if you were to have the fry by itself, the fry is like one of the best fries that I've
Yeah.
had, and then the Alfredo by itself or the main entree by itself is really good. But both of them together, you wouldn't eat Alfredo and lobster and French fries at the same time. You're not doing that.
Right.
Yeah.
So that mixture, y'all, basically what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
yeah.
If you coming out of town, if you trying to try something very different, this shit different.
Yeah.
I would say if you want to come to Chicago and you want to just do something completely different than if you've like been here before and you did all the normal stuff, nothing would be doper than to go check out all of these like landmarks and then at the end go to Fry Style and eat. Like you're not gonna get that experience anywhere else in the city.
Literally.
Yes.
Very
And
true.
it's very Instagrammable.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Super Instagrammable.
Yeah. I go back to it all the time, man. I still haven't done the research from last time I said it, but Chicago is one of the most Instagrammable places in the world. You know what I mean? Like, so
Literally.
like from food down to the structures that we got.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
One other thing that we got was the Caribbean shrimp.
Yes.
And that one is jerk seasoned shrimp, pineapple salsa, and a pina colada crema. Like, I want to say crema, but you know, like yeah.
Say more food words.
Do your thing. Do your thing.
Stop it. That was probably one of my favorites. It was so different.
Yeah, it was different. They purposely keep the shell on there, right? You were saying.
Correct.
Yeah.
Most people do because a lot of the flavor of crustaceans comes from the shell.
And that's interesting because like I always like then I'm just annoyed. We were talking about that like the fuck, get this shit off, you know?
Yeah. Like if you giving me like, okay, let's say you was making a shrimp Alfredo.
Yeah.
Get rid of the tail.
Get rid of goddamn tail.
Yeah.
I ain't trying to do all that.
Personally, the way I would like to do it, I'd like to do it specifically after meeting you because if I put shells on there, you're gonna be bitching for like a minute.
I'm sitting here like Lucille Ball taking the goddamn shells off the tail.
So what I like to do is I like to cook it with the tail on, and then if I'm in a really good mood, I'll take the tails off.
You know, with the fork.
With
Obviously,
the fork.
She's trying to say she take the edges off the bread for me.
I mean, you know, sometimes I just buy them without the tail on, just to save myself a headache.
Yeah. I mean that shit it's a waste of time.
It's not a waste.
It is. You know what I mean? Why?
It's a lot of the flavors in there.
How much flavor?
A lot.
It's just the tail giving you all the.
I mean, it should be the entire shell.
Yeah, but like, what's the purpose of leaving just the tail on? Is that much flavor? That's what I'm saying.
It's in comparison to no tail, yes.
Damn, really? I don't know, man. I
would like to try do a comparison.
Right.
Almost.
I feel like that's a fair comparison.
Because she know more about food than
yeah.
I mean, that's how they make like a lot of like seafood soups. They boil like the shells of things.
Yeah, I mean, I see that, but like,
and then they pull that
like,
shit out, and that makes the broth. which is another way of doing it.
I pay a lot of money for you to take the goddamn shell.
You don't pay me shit.
Not you.
Okay.
Look at you. Y'all, this ain't that. This ain't that. Don't.
Okay. All right.
I ain't putting Sarah to work like that. Slow down, yo. Y'all ain't gonna catch me up on this podcast. Anyway, so we had the last one we had
the wings, the barbecue wings.
Yeah, the barbecue wings.
They were smoked chicken wings tossed and coated with something sauce. Read that.
Let me see. Fresh pommes.
No.
Oh, Bughetto.
What?
It's Bughetto.
I'm not even joking.
It's Bughetto.
Not the Bughetto sauce.
Yeah, it's Bughetto. Yeah,
I'm rolling with it.
Bughetto. Yeah. I mean, I don't know what the hell Bughetto is. You know what I mean?
That man made that at his crib.
This is Bughetto. Sauce, we bougie Bughetto.
Yeah. I bet you that's what it is.
I mean, could possibly.
It could be like a...
Is that a word? I mean, it's written down.
That man put some Sweet Baby Ray's and hot sauce in.
Boy, let me tell you.
I don't...
Shake it up.
He did what he like, boom, boom, boom. Bughetto. Hey, let me tell you. That Bughetto ass sauce is good. Y'all, because these wings slapped. I mean, like, they really...
Oh, by the way, it's pronounced freestyle, not fry style.
Oh, it's pronounced freestyle?
Yes.
Oh.
Yep.
Okay.
Yo. So the chef owner traveled to Belgium and the Netherlands, and they have this. This is like a I guess it's like a street food of some sort or a restaurant food. And he was like, Chicago doesn't have anything like this, so he made it.
From where? What?
Belgium and the Netherlands. Yeah, in the Netherlands.
They getting down like this over there, man. Come on, slow down. Really?
Yes.
They got food like this, and this is a street food to them.
Yeah, I mean, I remember like all of Europe has a lot of like different variations of fries. I remember even like in Rome when we would like be walking around, there would be like little window shacks that you just walk up and they give you a cone that has fries in it and with like mayonnaise and cheese and shit on it. Yeah.
The other parts of the world gonna throw me off with that mayonnaise everywhere. I can't do that.
It's literally oil, vinegar, and mustard and egg.
And I mean, like
It's not like
I mean, like I mean,
the rest of the world is gonna throw me off with this mayonnaise.
I mean, because I can't like some of the things the rest of the world be putting mayonnaise on. Man, look,
Yeah, I feel the same way about other people's desserts. I feel like they're
doing
trash.
too much.
I get into their food, but they be starting doing like custard and bean this, and I'm like, no. Give me apple pie, and I'll be very American with my
Yeah,
dessert.
let me.
So the
going with my day.
the boo ghetto is a play on words of bougie and ghetto.
What I say?
And it is a tangy barbecue house sauce.
You can slide by my coin. Hold on. Give me, man. Look, Andy.
All right.
I told you, man, he a good representative for black
You
people.
knew
I know.
He knew exactly what he was thinking. It's bougie and ghetto. Come on, man.
Hey, look, I'm for the culture, y'all. I know the language. I said it as soon as she showed it to me. I was like, "Oh, Bughetto."
Yeah.
I did. I read it up. Now show me any other word. I'd be like, "God damn, what is that?"
I saw how
what
you
did
looked
I
when she
say?
said bechamel. That man was lost. He said, who? He said not even a what. He said who?
Okay.
You said okay.
You show me Bughetto, a word that don't exist, I'll read it clearly.
Like makes sense, checks out.
Yeah, no, it did.
Bughetto, yeah.
It made sense to me.
Okay.
And actually, the owner said that he picked Bronzeville because it's the black metropolis.
Going. You know what I mean?
Come on now.
Come on now. Look, honestly, Bronzeville to me, I said it before, it's my Luxor. You know what I mean? Like Luxor, if y'all don't know, Luxor is where all the pharaohs, where they hung out at, over in Egypt. But like literally, man, like there's so many hidden gems in Bronzeville, and like just the fact that our culture started there for Chicago. You know what I'm saying? Like because in that time, Hyde Park was all the south, the whole South Side, basically.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Up until, of course, Douglas took over and became a community area. But it's black people came and like really made it something. You know what I'm saying? Like,
For real.
that's great. Like that to me is like, and these buildings are still tangible. That's 9 buildings. You know what I mean? Like that I named that you can go. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like and go see and touch. That's the equivalent of going to see the damn pyramids. You know what I'm saying? It's proof. It's proof that there was greatness here.
Literally.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so, shit. Boy, y'all, Bronzeville's, that's my favorite neighborhood in Chicago.
You can't say that.
I love it. I love Bronzeville. I love all of Chicago.
I guess you can't say that.
Yeah, I love it. I just like the history. I research a lot of Egypt. I do probably too much research on Egypt. And this is how I felt about Bronzeville. It's just how I felt about it, man. It's just so dope. It's just like you brought up a good ass point, man. What a time to be alive. How could you just live in that time, man?
Literally.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and then I imagine like people who, older people who may have even been around for that time, they probably look back and was like, I probably didn't know it at the time, but it was lit through like
the dopest time.
Lit. Like nothing we do probably even compares to like the average like weekend they had.
Yeah.
Like it was lit.
Yeah, because this the food part, but think about the food back then. That food. Pearl's place probably has some of the most bomb food.
Look, greens and cornbread made by somebody's mom.
Yeah.
Back then? Oh, bro.
Yeah. It's over, man.
Yeah.
It's over. I mean, and I'm glad to hear that he done went outside the world and brought the world to us.
Yeah.
That's even doper.
So he also, I believe, is the founder of Boxville.
What?
Yeah,
What?
the owner is also the founder of Boxville. I'm just looking on his Instagram page. His
Wait
name
a
is
minute.
Corey Gilkey. I don't want to mispronounce his last name. It's Gil Key, like Key. He is in his Instagram profile. He has tagged Leaders 1354 and Boxville, Freestyle, and something else that I can't pronounce. But you know what's funny? I just looked on his Instagram. He just celebrated his 51st birthday in Morocco, which is North Africa,
So look
Egypt.
at
You get it?
Oh wow!
Literally just celebrated his 51st birthday.
Okay, damn.
But yeah,
Wow. Okay. So this man know what he's doing.
Yeah, he's an entrepreneur, so he's done a lot of like these kind of projects.
Hey man, look. What you saying his name was?
Corey.
Corey. Shout out to you, but here's a coin. Look, you get a coin. I mean, because like that, you're doing things, man. Like you. What do we say sitting down there? What is it? South American food? There's not a lot over here.
Yeah, we like because we have while we've been going and trying new restaurants, you know, we kind of like target certain kinds of food, and like there's not a lot of South American food here. It's a select amount, you know what I mean?
So what we need is people like Corey to go out, scout, and come back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like because he went to Belgium.
Yeah,
you
Netherlands.
know, and brought us back French fries,
right,
with a twist.
And there's only one Belgian restaurant in Chicago, and it's in the French market.
Really?
So you can try what like the frites are like normally
Gates.
like,
Crazy.
and then you get the mix.
Wow.
Okay. So that's 2 for shots for local, yo.
Also
I got you, bro.
the leaders, I want to say 1354. I don't know if it's like 1354.
Okay.
It's a streetwear brand that like. I don't know, Common and Chance the Rapper wear. All the time. He's also one of the founders of it.
Come on, man. Look.
Corey getting busy.
Boy,
He's just out here.
Just, I mean, like, slide us a shirt.
I mean, he's been like an entrepreneur in the city for like over 20 years.
That's awesome.
Hey, look, well, we definitely gonna tag him in this one. Shout out to Corey. Here's your coin for the tag. Oh man, okay, y'all. Long story short, go to freestyle. That is, I'm glad we got the name of it down now.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
real.
Like, cause I definitely was calling it freestyle.
I
Me
had
too.
that question because I was like, I know it could be one of the two, but I was like, no one's ever told me what it was.
Yeah.
So I just, whatever I felt like saying at the time.
Yeah, I mean, but I get it. You know what I mean? Because you freestyling the food. You know what I mean? But it's fries if you look at it too. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, so you playing both. It's a double entendre.
Yeah.
Double entendre.
Hey, look at your boy. Give me.
You generous with these coins.
Hey, look.
Are you drunk?
No, look, off this water. You know? I'm doing- hey, what you say? You said you saw
Drinking
it.
that tap.
You know, man, no, we don't do tap around here, y'all. We double filtered. You know what I'm saying? And you throw an ice cube in, and that's triple. That's triple. You know,
because if y'all that's listening, they got good ice over it. I'm telling you, man, they got that ice that you put in like an old fashioned. They got that kind of ice.
It's that true Chicago money.
Yeah, hey, I see. The ice is the first thing to get upgraded. That's what I like to see.
They give you new ice trays.
Yeah, gives me something to aspire to with my shitty bendable trays that haven't been in the same shape since like 3 years ago.
y'all, we don't play with the cubes around here. You feel me? It's real over here.
Actually, you know what's funny? The ice trays that we're using, we got for free from a Woodford Reserve tasting.
Yeah.
Wow.
They're whiskey ice cubes.
Yeah, so they meant for it.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you graced me with that.
Man, look.
Yeah.
In a couple
Hey,
They're
look,
our favorite
we
ice
family
trays.
at this point,
Wow.
man. We family, y'all. You know,
Good things are gonna happen to y'all. You know that?
Hit up Woodford Reserve and be like, "Hey, yo, send me some ice trays."
Yeah.
Hey, look, we look at to get this easy plug from there. They send us that check.
Yeah.
As soon as somebody buy. Anyway, enough of that. Yeah. come down here.
You know, any last? Where can people find you? Where can they follow you?
Byron, I was just gonna say, I feel like we should just like shout out a bunch of the restaurants in Bronzeville.
Oh yeah, yes,
100%. So
Let's go.
Of course, at the top of the list, you have to go to Yasa African Restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
You have to go check out Sip and Savor Coffee Shop. They have 2 locations in Bronzeville. They have one on like 47th in Michigan, and then they have one on 43rd somewhere.
Okay.
You have to
Chicago, home of chicken and waffles.
100%.
Yeah.
Man, look.
Yep.
Classic.
Honey One Barbecue on 43rd Street.
Mhm.
Yep.
We haven't tried it yet, but I will just say go here because of the reputation. Go to Cleo's. That is also you have to go check that out.
Yeah.
Pearl's Place, like
Yes.
Dario's been
Yeah.
talking
And
about.
then Sean Michelle's Ice Cream on 47th Street. All I gotta say is peach cobbler ice cream,
Damn.
banana pudding ice cream. That's all I gotta say.
That's it,
The
yeah,
people
that's it.
who know, they
Yeah,
go
they
for
know.
that.
They know.
gonna
They know.
Yeah, exactly.
You just put out the bad
That's
signal.
all I need to tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. Okay, we got it.
Yeah.
We got it.
So yeah, that's
Y'all.
like some of like a ton.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they
And you
got
guys
heavy
post a
hitters.
bunch of Bronzeville content.
It probably, if we go through our posts, that's probably one of the areas that might have one of our
most frequent.
most
Yeah.
frequent ones
Yeah.
because it's just there's so many unique
I tell you,
things.
told you it's so great.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah. And where can people follow you?
You can follow us at Shy Food Local, of course, on Instagram. We have TikTok if you want to follow us on there. We're building that back up.
Also
slowly.
YouTube.
Yes, we
Y'all got to follow us on TikTok too. It's good.
Oh.
We moving on up. We doing that thing. We trying.
Man.
Y'all, everybody follow us on TikTok.
Yeah, follow us on TikTok. Rate this shit because we see you listening. Okay, we see the numbers. I know you're fucking listening.
Yeah.
So rate us.
Yeah.
But don't not the energy that I just gave.
Not yet.
Like the nice energy that
Sarah pulled the strap. She said,
Yeah,
hey, look, rate us.
Hey.
Actually,
She got the thing right up to your ear.
Right, like,
well, actually, what I care more about is like send the episode to someone and be like,
pass it
"Hey,
along.
this is a good one. Listen to it."
Love that.
That's what I care more about. The fact that they listen every week, that is rating enough.
That is.
You
Now,
know?
honestly, that is.
I don't care about the actual rating. I just care that, tell people.
Yeah.
Tell them to listen. See,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
was nice. No attitude.
No attitude.
On that note, y'all be blessed. If you like this episode or didn't like this episode, go ahead and send it to someone you like either way. But if you did not like this episode,
On that note,
wow.
yeah, that was a doozy. Y'all be blessed. Hey, thanks for listening to this episode of 77 Flavors of Chicago. We hope you enjoyed it. If you can, please like, rate, and subscribe to us on all streaming platforms where you listen to podcasts. And we hope you listen soon. We'll catch you back next Monday with a new episode. Bye.